and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about making friends. Always the question I get most, how do I make friends at uni? I'm really nervous about starting uni because I think I'm not gonna have any friends, etc. So we're doing a video. We're doing a whole video. Happy Freshers Week if it's Freshers Week. Happy first week if it's your first week. I know some unis went back before, but I know that Bath's going back now. In honor of it being Bath Freshers Week, I've decided to post multiple times this week, so keep an eye out for that. And I hate saying it, and you hate me saying it, so you might as well just do it and let's not talk about this again. Just subscribe. If you want to click the bell, that's great. Then you get notified, then you don't even have to think about it, and it's just like, oh, new video from Blue. My weekly upload is Tuesdays at 6 p.m, but I will also be doing extras this week. So yes, in honor of Freshers Week, let's talk about making friends. I did this video 2 years ago. You can go back, I'll put it in the description. I look so different, it's so funny. I watched it before doing this one, and it was a good video, don't get me wrong. But today we're going to be talking about slightly more Freshers Week orientated things that are a little bit more relevant to the current situation, and just in general, things you can do and attitudes you can have right now. That doesn't mean you have to be a fresher. If you're watching this and you're in second year looking to make friends, that's cool too. I can't even read the first one. That's good, isn't it? Let's start with physical things you can do, and then there's one that's kind of both, and then we'll move smoothly on to attitudes. Oh my god. Ask questions. It's a good one from me. Well done, past me. Briefly touch on this because I talked about it in my settling in video. Ask questions. Find that common ground. That's how you make friends. That is the science of making friends, is having things in common with people or not having things in common with people. And the only way you can find that out is by asking them questions. Examples of things you can ask them about. You can ask them about TV programs they watch, their favorite cafes and restaurants, what coffee order they have, what milk do you use? How far away home is and how long it took you to drive, who dropped you off, do you have brothers and sisters, pets, always pets, volunteering you might have done, part-time jobs, who your favorite YouTubers are, literally anything that you can have a discussion about. Bring something that is like a peace offering. No, not a peace offering. Do you know what I mean? I think I said this in one of my what to like take to uni, but like if you can take something that's going to be a communal fun thing. For example, like a wacky food or like a wacky drink you can all try, or a really weird game or something. That is always a really good icebreaker. It can be like, oh, hi guys, like I'm Amanda and I have this really strange game. And then they're gonna be like, that's Amanda with the weird game. But they're also gonna think, oh cool, we can all do that together. That's cool of her for bringing that. And speaking of games, icebreaker games. You can definitely play the classics like Never Have I Ever and stuff like that, but they can be like a little bit exclusive because some people don't like playing games like that. Something that everyone enjoys is things that will remind them of their childhood. So like anything that can bring you back and like makes you feel like a kid again is going to make you more comfortable in your new environment. Like Twister, that's not like safe at the moment. You're in a bubble, you can play Twister with your bubble, or just like simple silly things like you're 18. I still want to play silly games. I'm 21. Did some really weird games that were just like silly, you know, just like silly stuff. And you can think of anything because anything can be a game if you actually go to the events that they're putting on for you. It's been a lot of effort, I think, for them to arrange Freshers Week this year. So like go with your fly. It's not ideal, granted, but you can't really sit and complain, oh, our Freshers Week's so rubbish, we don't have anything to do, if you're not trying the things that there are to do. Like at least give them a couple of goes. You know? This year is going to be the fact that obviously you're going to be in a bubble with your flat, and normally, for example, on my floor we had 2 lounges and each of those lounges had 2 kitchens off it, so we basically had 4 bubbles on each floor. Lots of people, like up to 40 people basically on a floor. You may not have the chance to meet those people in the same way as I did, but that doesn't mean you can't meet them at all. Example is specific to the accommodation I was in, which was quads, by the way, at Bath, if you were wondering, but doesn't mean that it can't be done in other places. You could literally put like things on the windows being like, hi other flat, because you can see them from the other lounge. Like the lounges look onto each other. So make friends with the people who you like can't make friends with. Expand your group, it will make the whole thing feel so much friendlier. It means that once you hopefully eventually can start mixing, that you will already kind of know them. Make the effort virtually even. If you can make a big group chat with everyone, you can sort of expand your horizons. Also, if you feel like you're not getting on with your 6, it kind of makes you feel like, oh, this isn't it, there are other people out there. Another reason why joining societies and stuff is so important. I only mention this once because I do talk about this all the time. I'm like obsessed with saying join a society. Join a society, they still exist, they're still happening this year. So join them, join a sports team. It doesn't have to be something you already do, it can be something new, it can be something you've done since you were 4. Join a few, join 2 or 3, and just see which one you like. Go to anything they try and put on for you, join their chats. You know, it just expands that opportunity to make friends. And you'll be like-minded if you're in the same society. Whereas your flats are run. To make notes about people, nice notes, obviously. Make notes, like remember things about them, and obviously if you have a hard time remembering things, you just need to write a little note with their name and like little details they've told you about themselves down so that you remember. That'll help so much when you end up talking to them continuously and you're like, I don't remember anything about you, because you will, and you'll have your little note. So if you want to make notes, do that. People really respond well to you remembering specific facts about them. Just say. So sort of something that's half an attitude and half something to do is if you are sat in your room on your own, don't. Obviously you're allowed to have downtime and it's an overwhelming experience and you definitely need to take a couple of hours out each day in Freshers Week to just like zen. Definitely do that. But if you find yourself sitting in your room and you're like, I'm actually doing nothing and I really would like to be being productive in friendship making at this time, this is about the only time of year you can be really annoying and literally just go around and knock on people's doors or text them or make the effort to basically be like, hi, let's be friends. And not that that doesn't end up happening, you get knocks on your doors at the most random times for the whole year, but this time especially you can really put yourself out there, and I know that some people find that really difficult because they're worried about what people are going to think, but I honestly promise you that everyone is nervous, even the people who look the least nervous. They are definitely nervous, and so if you put yourself out there, they're going to appreciate that so much. And they're not going to be annoyed by it because it's your chance to do that. Be the one to arrange things. Be the one to say, hey guys, let's go to town, if you can go to town. Be the one to say, let's do a little themed night. Why not? How fun. Suggest that. Fajita night and like dress up. I don't know. You can make your own Freshers Week fun. Even if you're not normally someone who organizes things, you don't normally put yourself out there, if you can try your hardest to do this now, you will thank yourself so much in the long run. If you are one of those people like me who like really just doesn't mind being like, hi, definitely do it, because you will help the people who aren't comfortable doing that so much. Cook a meal with them, go to town with them, play a game with them, just anything to be like together in a group. And at the start, try and make the groups as big and as inclusive, that took me 3 tries to say, as possible. And like you will naturally form smaller groups, but really like this first week should be everyone. Like really try and invite and include everyone. And my last little point I've written here, which is making me laugh, is don't lie about yourself. When I was planning this video, I don't know what I was doing, but I think what I mean by this is don't say anything just to sound good in Freshers Week that you're not then going to be able to upkeep. Be like, yeah, I have 3 milk baths a day. Like, don't say that, because you don't have 3 milk baths a day, do you? And you're not going to be able to do that, and everyone's going to be like, that's that lying milk bath girl. Milk bath girl. So don't, you know, don't underplay your achievements, don't overplay your achievements, just be you. Parting words are basically don't worry if things don't happen for you as quickly as you'd like them to. People make friends at all sorts of different speeds and in all sorts of different groupings. And just because you're not bestest of friends with your flat doesn't mean that you can't still be friends with them, be civil with them, and have a nice year, and then find your friends elsewhere, and that's so okay. As long as you're not making any enemies, just try your best. You don't need to make the bestest of friends immediately. I promise you that things just happen when they happen, and it may look like everyone else has made amazing friends, but you'd be surprised how much people like hide, so to speak, and also you'd be surprised what might be round the corner for you. So just keep positive about it all, and I hope that you all have a lovely Freshers Week. I'm so excited that you're starting now, people watching my videos who've been like to go to uni, you know. Have a fab time, and I will see you on Tuesday at 6 p.m.